Says I got a fourth round pick, but I'm not gonna number fourth pick overall. See if I can't cheese this for a minute. I don't want nothing next year on everything this year, so honestly. Or we need to get the Rams just like to throw away picks. Rams right here for the fourth round. Do that? Okay. Fourth and fourth to the Broncos. Who's 15? Okay. Browns, Buccaneers. Huh. Chiefs, Colts, Cowboys, Dolphins, Eagles, Falcons, 49ers, Giants, Jags, Jets, Lions, Packers, Panthers, Raiders, Rams, Ravens, Redskins, Saints, Texans the 25th, Vikings the 24th, Bears the 4th, Bengals the 3rd, Broncos the 15th. The Browns might be the easiest cheesy one we can steal. Stole it. Trade. The 23rd pick. Broncos Bills. Straight up trade. Sure. Now we have what do we have? We have a first, second, third, fifth, sixth. I'll take it. 41 million in cap. My owner. I am going to finances. Raise the ticket price just a little bit. Just a little bit. Two, one. Make some money because I only have 526 million at the moment. I need to go to my depth chart. Josh Allen starter. Frank Gore is not going to be a starter. Alrighty. Wide receiver Beasley, Foster, McKenzie, Knox, sorry. And bitch, okay. Knox, you, take it. Yeah, I really don't use them. I wonder if I put Schnitzky and Bates up here. Just for blocking purposes, okay. Left tackle, Dawkins. Check. Okay, come on. Trent Murphy, Duke Johnson, Jerry Hughes. They don't know if I want that. I think I'm going to go Shaq Lawson. Jerry Hughes, Trent Murphy, Shaq Lawson. Okay, Ed Oliver, Jordan Phillips, Tyler Tuiles going to the bottom of the bench, bitches. Maya Milano, Tremaine Edmonds, and Lorenzo Alexander. Rashawn Joseph. Burns Alexander. Who goes here? Edmonds. I really should use my backups here, but whatever. Matt Milano. Trevor Davis White. Kevin Johnson. Micah Hyde. Jordan Poyer. I don't care if he's injured. Just put him right there. Put him right there. Put him right there. I actually put Hyde and put Poyer right there. Micah Hyde here. Neal. Jordan Poyer. Jordan Poyer. Micah Hyde. Brett Maher coming in to kick. Johnny Townsend coming to punt. Isaiah McKenzie. And Robert Foster. Isaiah McKenzie. Robert Foster. Brett Maher. Okay, third down back. Singletary. Foreman. Power back. Foreman. Singletary. Cole Beasley. John Brown. Robert Foreman. Can I put Dawson Knox right there? Yep, okay. Right. Lorenzo Alexander. Jerry Hughes. There is. I'm going Shaq Lawson. Jerry Hughes. Ed Oliver, Jordan Phillips. Jermaine Edmonds, Matt Milano, Lorenzo Alexander. Slot corners. We go Trey White. We go Levi Wallace. We go Micah Hyde. Practice squad. I should have signed. Check. Okay, start weekly training. Short level passes. No thank you. Red zone offense. To check. Cover 2 deuce man check. It's him because we got a gold already. Check. Nope. Okay. Alrighty, but now we can play our game. Play season 1. Play full game. Check. 8378. Advanced settings. NFL Live playbook. Edit uniform. Boom. Alternate classics. Trade day coming in with style.
Can anyone unseat the Patriots? It's the coach. This is opening weekend on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll watch a couple of young quarterbacks who are looking to make the jump in their second seasons, as we'll see Josh Allen of the Bills taking on Sam Darnold and the New York Jets. I'll be back at halftime with a look at games in progress, but first let's get you to the Garden State of New Jersey. Standing by, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
On a warm, late summer afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Buffalo Bills. So happy to be with you, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. And we thought it would never get here, but here we are back together. It's opening weekend of the 100th season in the NFL.
So much football to talk about. That's our main focus. But how about how much happened in the offseason? Rules changes. Overtime rules were discussed in a big way. Some superstars changed addresses. There's a whole lot to talk about in the NFL in addition to this game we're getting ready to watch.
To throw, it's Allen. And his first pass is incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Well, this Week 1 matchup pitting a couple Empire State rivals, no strangers to each other. They were both original members of the AFL, the American Football League, way back in 1960 to 1969. It's been a close series. Bills lead it all time, 62-55. And, of course, both of these franchises really feel like they have their quarterbacks of the future in Josh Allen and Sam Darnold. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play here for the Bills. 64 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
A loss of 2 there, second down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Le'Veon Bell's first carry as a New York Jet, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Darnold. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Here's Bell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. There on the tackle, Shaq Lawson. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Darnold throwing complete to Crowder. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Where is he?
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. You know, projections for him were a little all over the board. Some saw him as a day 3 pick, maybe a little bit higher, but here he is, round 3.
I do know teams that had him listed as a first-round talent. I also had teams that had him listed as a day 3 guy, which is rounds 4 through 7. So him going in the 3rd round kind of fit in the middle. I think he's going to have a chip on his shoulder wanting to prove that he should have been taken higher.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
Allen now looks to throw. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop. Throwing on 2nd down, Allen. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. New York set to take the field. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. To throw is Darnold.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage is coming through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
57's the mic. Watch 57. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now with the play clock almost gone, Sean McDermott's going to call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Push him back. Push him back.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On 2nd and 1, Allen. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. To the air, Allen. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. 57, Mike. Hey, Charlie.
Allen now on first down. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Open man here is Foster. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. They run here with Singletary, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd and goal, Allen, and that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam Darnold. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I'll guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result.
Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And some room to work. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Marr now to add the extra point.
That shit.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
All day.
Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. Interesting stat line right now. Technically, he's completed 4 passes, 2 to his team and then 2 to the wrong team.
It makes you wonder what he's seeing downfield because he has completed 2 passes to his own team, but the interceptions are troubling. Is he going through the wrong reads, the wrong progressions? Is he getting fooled by defenses? They've got to figure that out over on the sidelines, working on that Surface Pro to see what they see.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
After the penalty, it's Bell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler as a rookie last year, in on the stop there. On 2nd and 15 now. Darnold. Pass incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
4th down now after a loss of 2.
It's not often that you get 19-year-olds that enter the NFL, but this guy is absolutely special. Tremaine Edmonds out of Virginia Tech, 6'4", 250-plus pounds, can run like a deer. We just saw his ability to flash and make plays.
His brother Terrell also taken in the first round. First set of brothers taken in the first round of the same draft in NFL history.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Switch.
He finds his target, John Brown. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Really, you're going to
We saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Switch. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Allen now on 3rd and 2. Rolling to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Get a nice lead, you should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam Darnold. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Those 2 picks, no touchdown passes yet either. Well, of course, three-time 1,000-yard rusher, sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Here's Singletary. And Singletary has it stripped. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. On the counter, here's Bell. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. On 2nd and 9. Darnold caught here by Griffin. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 12-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass in the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. T.J. Yeldon working his way back out onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
Come on, D. Mike 54. Alpha. 54.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Allen sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Allen going to throw.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. After the sack on 1st down, Allen escaping the pressure right. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Singletary here running out of the gun. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Allen to throw it. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Going for it all. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The kick by Maher is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the...
He's got the lane, and there he goes. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 66 yards, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that trims the lead down to 9. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Allen will try again on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. They'll wind up with 7 on the dump-off, but it'll set up 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. So the shotgun snap to Allen.
Oh, my God.
Almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. Throw left side complete. It's Griffin. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw Darnold. But he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Darnold now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. And is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Here we go.
3rd and 2, Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player, not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Hey, Haywood! 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Now Allen. And he finds Beasley, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Beasley signed with the Bills in March just before his 30th birthday after 7 years with the Cowboys, hoping that he can be a very valuable slot receiver in Buffalo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Jordan Jenkins.
Defense.
So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Hey, Delta!
From midfield, here's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Encroachment, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
What a Hail Mary sack.
Encroachment, defense.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Darnold, he'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we are at halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Robbie Anderson making his way back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done
blitz coming, and down he goes. Micah Hyde comes flying in from safety for the sack. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
On the catch, it's Crowder. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. McKenzie now to return it.
Ooh.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
A quick throw here out to Brown. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
57, Mike 57.
And here's Allen on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. This is fielded at the 27. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Le'Veon Bell and the Jets ready to begin their next drive. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a
4
game.
times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
I see.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Darnold now to throw. His throw incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Darnold from the gun. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's got a 1st down. It's a tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
2 yards on the carry there, it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 15-yard line.
They'll go again with Bell. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now it's Darnold. And caught by Thomas.
Oh,
he's got a Jets touchdown. Demaryius Thomas. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On the counter, this is Singletary.
Come on,
and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now Allen to throw on 3rd down. And that's caught by Beasley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, Singletary. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
Jumped on that bullshit.
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Darnold now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it with Bell. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The dump-off gets them only 1, and now you're looking at a 3rd down. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. And he's probably wondering, how do I get that mojo back from the first half that he seems to have lost a little bit here in the 3rd quarter?
And every guy has his whisperer on the team. That one guy who can say things to him that other people can't. Right now, he's looking for that guy to kind of, hey, we're good. We're good. 1 interception. Just get it back. Get back to being who you are. And this team will be okay.
Yeah, because they led at halftime, trailing now.
57 to Mike. 57. Go. 65. 65.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. That's a prime example of how Josh Allen can hurt a defense. You remember back to his rookie season a year ago, 631 rushing yards, second only to Lamar Jackson. Also had 8 rushing touchdowns. He is a dual-threat QB. On 1st down, Allen. They'll roll him out right. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
57 to Mike. Watch 57.
Allen going to throw again. Flushed out right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Charlie!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this.
Oh, get off!
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Throwing now is Allen. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great. Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
False start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
To throw is Darnold. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now the Bills will take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over this one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions,
Come on,
game conditions
guys.
are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple of yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
Start hitting these block bitches.
Singletary again. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. To throw on 3rd down. Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And an alley to run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, echo.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. And we've got a dandy here. A one-point game as we begin the fourth. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now a run with Singletary. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over. Terrible.
They run with Bell on 1st down as he'll get forward for about 5 yards. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Again, it's Bell. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now Darnold letting one go deep for a Nunwa. And
I was
going to
say
incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Bell. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here? And who do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the 1st down to go along with it. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Bell running on 1st down, but he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in, and that'll make it 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The kick by Tavecchio is good.
That'll
move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden, they're down. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo 1st. fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down, but they'll get it back.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback who's going to his left. A little bit tougher.
Exactly.
I love
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And now another one thrown incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. That will come the offense as they take over. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Allen to throw. Throwing again. Eluding the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Bravo. Check right 54. Right 54.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey, high 7. 57 to Mike.
Allen to throw once more. Roberts got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. A carry for Foreman. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Now Foreman hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
He's going to go all the way through.
He's at the 50, the 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers.
And he's got daylight.
Fuck you, bitches.
It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Andre Roberts, 77 yards, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
49, guys. Mike, 49. That's right.
Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas.
Wallace.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Darnold's throw on the money to Anderson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. On first down, Darnold. Nunez got it, complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Bell, no dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. This is the running back, Powell. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Now Darnold, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So a big one coming now for Giorgio Tavecchio. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And I don't think this has a carry. It does not. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So it was a golden chance to go ahead here in the final moments, but he misses for a 2nd time in this game.
Brandon, either one of those go, and they might be on their way to a victory. Instead, they're going to have to hold on here defensively just to force overtime.
Hey, dude. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 3 bucks. Mike spot 4.
Back to throw. Allen. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Come get some. Come on. Hey, Haywood. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Get this worm on. Lights 57. 57. I'm coming. Hey, Delta. 57's the mic.
Now Allen. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The veteran Andre Roberts was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Allen. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Half 85. Hey, Orbit. 57. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Come on.
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. He finds Roberts, complete. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Buffalo.
So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. This from 52, and this for the win. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. This from 52, and this for the win. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Bills are going to get out of here winners. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Bills, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
2 fumbles, 3 fumbles. 8 for 84, 6 for 54, Foster 5 for 145. Roberts, Beasley. Defense, cheapers. Had 16, he had 10. Oh my God. He had 1, he had 1, he had 1. He had deuces, bitches. Alright, well, that ends week 1. In dramatic fashion.